creation are there? How many kinds of plane creation are there? How many kinds of plane creations were there? And what are they? And what are they?
डायमेंशन से बना है ये वाला बनाओ डायमेंशन ये वाला ये पहले ये वाला कर लेते हैं फिर उसके बाद करते हैं ये कर ये बाहर वाला कितने का 110 ठीक है 110 और ये कितने का ये है इसकी मतलब लंबाई हो गई 110 और ये विड्थ हो गई 60 ठीक है और ये जो अंदर वाली है इसकी लंबाई हो गई 100 हो गई तो दिख रहा है आपको इक्वली डिवाइडेड है तो क्या 100 का क्या लेंगे हम इसका 5 का ऑफसेट लेंगे ऑफसेट जो होता है हाँ ऑफसेट आ गया है इसे रख ऑफसेट बता ठीक रेक्टेंगल रेक्टेंगल देखो रेक्टेंगल ऑफसेट याद है कोऑर्डिनेट हम देखते हैं कोऑर्डिनेट जो एक्स कॉमा वाई ये कोऑर्डिनेट पे काम करता है अब आगे हमारा कोऑर्डिनेट इसमें क्या है आपको अगर लेंथ ब्रेथ नहीं दी हुई केवल कोऑर्डिनेट दिया एक्स वाई की वैल्यू दी ये एक वो है क्या नाम है स्क्वायर है या रेक्टेंगल है शेप है एक 0,0 इन पॉइंट पे बनी हुई 0,0 0
Hope you all can able to see my screen.
0,1 ये हो गया 1,1 और ये हो गया 1,0 इस पे एक शेप बना हुआ है तो आप नॉर्मली कैसे ड्रॉ करते हैं जैसे हमने सपोज कर दिया लाइन से बना लाइन लाइन में देखिए लाइन अब क्या पूछा स्पेसिफिक फर्स्ट पर आपको माउस को टच नहीं करना ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या है हमारा, 0,0, 0 ये 0, 0, 0, तो ये एंटर, ठीक, ये आ गया, ये आ गया हमारा एक पॉइंट, ये है हमारा पॉइंट, ये हमारा पॉइंट, और हो गए, ये लाइन का पॉइंट आ गया, आ गया ना। अब क्या है, दूसरा पॉइंट क्या है, 0,1, ठीक है, 0, ये 0,1, ये हो गया एंटर, ऊपर की तरफ ही आएगा, क्योंकि ये x की वैल्यू होगी, x 0 है, y 1 है, अब किधर की तरफ आएगा, अब क्या है अगला पॉइंट, 1, 1, 1, अब किधर की साइड आएगा, इस साइड एंटर, आगे, अब क्या है, अब अगला पॉइंट क्या है, 1,0, 1 एंटर, ठीक। अब लास्ट पॉइंट हमारा वही शुरुआत वाला, अगर एक क्लोज क्लोज लूप बनाना है, कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम, कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होता है, कोऑर्डिनेट कोई शॉर्टकट की नहीं होता, नॉर्मल ऐसे ऑप्शन से काम करता है, कोऑर्डिनेट इज कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम कितने तरह के होते हैं, 3 तरह के, एक होता है एब्सोल्यूट, एब्सोल्यूट और एक होता है क्या, एब्सोल्यूट, एक रिलेटिव, एक होता है तो, एब्सोल्यूट में तो नॉर्मली ऐसे वैल्यू देते हैं एक्स वाई जेड, रिलेटिव में क्या होता है कि हमने पूरे में इसमें पॉइंट दिया तो 0, ओरिजिन हमारा कहाँ से लिया, यहाँ से लिया, रिलेटिव में क्या होता है कि रिलेटिव का साइन होता है एट द रेट देते हैं, फिर एक्स कॉमा वाई से देते हैं, रिलेटिव में जहाँ से आपने पॉइंट स्टार्ट किया वहीं से वो ओरिजिन देगा, जहाँ से आपने पॉइंट स्टार्ट किया वहीं से वो ओरिजिन देगा, ठीक है। और कॉलर में क्या होता है, हमें किसी एंगल पे कोई लाइन बनानी है, उसमें है ना एक लाइन वो वाली, वो स्टार वाला भी है और वो भी है, कई सारे हैं, तो एक एक क्या है, उस पर लाइन पे, इसके लिए इसका सिंबल होता है एट द रेट, नहीं देना पड़ता है, इसका कमांड एट द रेट, पहले लेंथ ऑफ लाइन, लेंथ ऑफ लाइन, फिर उसके बाद ये वाला साइन, उसके बाद हम एंगल देखते हैं, ठीक है, फिर एल हो गया हमारा क्या, एल एल हो गया लेंथ ऑफ लाइन, और ये हो गया एंगल, और ये एंगल हमेशा कैसे लेगा, एंगल ये वाला हमेशा ऐसे क्लॉक वाइज लेगा, यहाँ से, ठीक है, ये होगा, ये क्लॉक वाइज लेगा हमेशा यहीं से, आप अगर इधर की साइड बनाना चाहते हो तो पूरा यहाँ से लेके यहाँ, ये हो गया हमारा कितना, 90, 90, 180, 180, 90, 180, 90, तो 270, 270, और ये हमारा जितना होगा वो, ठीक, ये हो गया, जैसे हम लेते हैं वो लगा, तो इसमें ये बनाते हैं कौन, ये वाला है, तो ये दोनों सेम ही है, बस एट द रेट होती है, ये वाला होता है,
Okay.
आपको बताता है
So
ये,
now we are going to create the circular water tank
हमने लाइन
by
दिया है,
making use of the
ठीक,
triangular plate
एक
grid.
ऐसे ही
Okay, it is all about the
पूरा
triangular
ब्लैंक,
plate grid that we are going
हमें क्या है
to do
कि
it.
यहाँ से
So
वो
now
कर दिया ऑटोमोबाइल,
can you see, like I'm going for
ये
the
हमने
grid
यहाँ से
and it
एक
is all about the
कितने
triangular
कितने
plate
भी
grid
एंगल पे,
I'm going to take
हमें
it. Let me
ये
share you my
एंगल पे
entire
कितने
screen.
पर 45 एंगल पे एक
So it
लाइन
is all
बनानी है,
about the triangular
10
plate grid.
यूनिट,
Okay, not the quadrilateral.
10,
So this
क्लिक
should
करो
be
जैसे
your
बताएं,
triangular. So I'm going
एट द
for the
रेट,
grids. Use the drop down menu and I'm going
270,
triangular plate grid,
एट द रेट
and you can go for
एट द
the
रेट क्या
edit.
है,
So it is all being there on the edit, and if you want to edit it, you can edit it. But for the circular
उसके
water
बाद क्या
tank,
बोला
I'm
था?
going to create an
लेंथ लाइन कितनी लेंथ ऑफ
circular
लाइन?
grid. I repeat, I'm going to
10,
create the
10
circular
बताया था,
grid.
10,
I'm going to
उसकी वैल्यू
create it.
10
So I'm going for the create
इधर
now,
अब क्या
and
है?
I'm going for the
ये
radial.
वाली
So it
सेम,
is all about
ये
the
वाली
radial grid I'm going
ये
for.
वाली भी
So
वही
it is
करते
all
हैं,
about the
ठीक
circular.
ठीक
So it is all about the
इसके
radial, and
साथ
the
इसको
name that we are
मिलाया,
going
अंदर
for
भी
the
कितने रहते हैं
circular,
हमारे?
and it is all about the
कुछ भी ले
XZ.
लो,
Okay, I'm
कुछ भी ले लो,
creating in
कितना
circular
30
grid
कर
in
दे,
order to
40 कर
create
दे,
the circular
45
water
कर दे,
tank. So you can see the start angle to be 0, and it is all 360 degree
10
that
था,
we will have,
हम
and the
चेक करना
number of
चाहेंगे,
bays will be
चेक
20.
करने
The
के लिए,
number of
चेक करने
bays
के लिए
will
क्या
be
करेंगे?
20, and the
मान
radius
लीजिए
too. No,
चेक करने के लिए
the diameter
कौन सा
of
ये
the water
लेंगे?
tank will be 5 meters,
इंक्लाइन वाला,
and
तो
base will be
ये तो
5. Base
क्या
is
इंक्लाइन
nothing
है
but
ना,
your divisions.
तो
I
ये
repeat,
अलाइन अलाइन वाला
base
लेंगे,
are
तो
nothing but the
यहाँ से
divisions.
यहाँ
You
तक
have to
की
click on the
डिस्टेंस,
create, and you should go for the radial,
टेन
and
हो
you
गई।
should give
अब
the
एंगल चेक
name to
करना
be
है,
the circular
एंगल के लिए कौन सा लेंगे?
tank, and the plane it
ये
is all xz,
एंगुलर,
and you can
हाँ
go for
इसके
the
और
origin,
इसके
it
बीच
is
में
all
चेक
0
करेंगे,
0 0. The start angle will be 0, and your sweep it is all being 360. Your radius 1, radius 2, number of base is 20, and your number of base, no, your radius it is all 5, no,
ये हो
again
गया
your
हमारा,
number of base
तीनों
will
आ
be
गए,
20.
कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम, कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में अब हमें जूम का पता ही है, जूम
Okay,
जेड
so
एंटर
please
ए
make a
कर,
note.
जूम ऑल हो गया, जेड एंटर ए, ठीक।
So please
उसके
make a
बाद
note.
अपना आ गया
See,
जो अगला आ गया
the
पेन,
diameter can
पेन
be
क्या बताया
anything.
था?
I have
ये एक
kept the
अगर ये वाला
diameter,
माउस को
no, the
अंदर
radius
किया
to
तो
be
ऐसे
5.
करोगे
So
तो
it
पेन
can
का
be
काम करेगा,
anything,
मतलब
and it
स्क्रीन को इधर
don't,
उधर, और
don't,
ये
no, it is not the
डायरेक्ट यहाँ
default
क्लिक किया,
value of the diameter will be 5. Not at all. The default
ये
value
होता
of
है।
the
और आप
diameter is not
कीबोर्ड से
5.
करना चाहते हो
I
ए
hope you understand. The
टी
default value for the
टी
diameter
एंटर,
will not
टी
be
एंटर, टी एंटर कर दिया,
5.
बैक कर
Okay,
दिया,
and I am
टी
taking the
एंटर,
radius of my
ठीक
water tank, of my circular water tank, to be 5.
ये
So
ये
I
हो
gave
गया।
the divisions to be, so for every 1 meter of my radius I'll have my division
जूम
of
ऑफ,
1. So for every 1
जेड
meter of
एंटर,
the radius
ए
I'll have my
एंटर,
divisions to be 1. So here we'll click OK. So you can able to see it is all about the circular. So here you can able to see it is all about the circular. Can you see I have created an grid, and you have to enable, like there will be a small checkbox, it will be
और
available.
रीजनरेट
You have
बताया
to
था आपको,
enable the
आर एन
circular
अगर
grid.
जूम
I
नहीं
have
हो गया
given
तो
the
नहीं
circular,
होगा,
and in the bracket
तो
you can
आर
see
एन
it
को
is
कर
all
देना,
what type
तो
of grid that we
रीजनरेट
will
हो
have. So it
जाएगा,
is all
10 से
about the
ऊपर
radial grid
चला
that
गया।
we will have. So it is all about the radial, and here we can able to see I have just enabled it,
आर
isn't it?
ई एन
And from the center, see 0 0 is there, and that is all the center
एन
that we
ई
will
एल
have. So it is all about the center.
ए बी,
So from
ये
this
है
center I'll,
ये ए एन
first point,
है,
second point,
पूरा
and third
कनेक्ट
point, you can see one triangular grid will be
है,
created. Can you see? You have to click on the center point. This is the second point, and this will be the third point, and you can see that your triangular plates will be created, and along your 360. This is all about along your 360, isn't it? So let us calculate from here. It is all being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you will have
पूरा
total number
पहला
of
पेज तो
bays
पूरा
will
बनता
be
है,
20. And now I would like to rotate it here in the same direction, because
सेकंड
only
पेज
one
भी
plate
बनता
I
है,
have created, and every time you go and create 20 plates, and that will be a very hectic thing that we will have.
उसकी प्रैक्टिस
So
करो,
now
और
I would like to find out the direction, in which
और
direction
आगे
I
पेज
wanted
में
to find it out. So I'll be selecting my
पूरा
plate,
ठीक है,
and I'll go for the circular repeat. Okay, you will have your circular repeat. See the 3D circular, the name of the dialog box will be 3D circular, and here you can able to find the structure wizard. No, next to that you can able to find your circular repeat,
पीडीएफ का कोई
and
और भी है?
automatically you can able to see 3D circular will come. So I'm going to do the circular repeat now, but I want to know the direction, in which direction I wanted to rotate it. So for that what I'll do is that I'll do the right click, and I'll go for the labels to find out your direction, or I'll tell you the shortcut key, shift T, the shortcut key to find the orientation of your plate. Let me even post it on the chat
ये बन
box.
जाएगा पीडीएफ,
Shift plus T for the plate orientation. So it is all for the plate orientation. It is all shift plus T for the plate orientation. Or I'll tell you the other way. You can do the right click and you can go for the label, and even on the scaling. You will have your scaling from here, no? So here on the labels also, you can go for the plates. Under the plates, you can see that the plate orientation will be there. Okay, under your plates, you can see that the plate orientation will be there, and you can click on OK. So now I have found the orientation. So this is my X direction, and towards down it is all my Z, and along the 360-degree it will be my Y. I repeat, along the direction it is my X, and towards down it is all Y, and along the 360-degree it is all my Y. So select your triangular plate, and along the 360-degree, how many number of steps do I give? So it is all about 20. So you can give the number of steps to be 20, and you need not want to enable the link steps in the open base is not required. Your link steps and then the open base is not at all required. The axis of rotation is Y. As we know the direction, it is all in the Y direction, and towards 360-degree, how many number of base we need? A number of steps is equal to base is equal to your divisions, so that will be your 20. So whenever you click OK, and automatically you can able to see your 20 base, no, your plates will be created, and you can see the axis as well. So for every plate your orientation is being turned on, and to turn it off, to turn off the axis that we do have, no, so it is all about shift T. Again you have to press shift T so that the axis will be turned off. And now you need not want to mesh. Close this dialog box. You need not want to do any meshing. Meshing is not required as it is being meshed to an approximate level. So as of now the meshing is not required. So we have created only the base of the water tank, isn't it? We have created only the base of the water tank. Now go and select your node cursor. Now select any four nodes. You can select any four nodes from here. It is all any four nodes that you can able to select it. And on the geometry you can go for the transitional ripple. Again on the Y direction it is all -8 meters. Okay, I'm creating the columns. So it is all link steps, and when you click OK, you can able to see that the columns will be created. Choose any four nodes. Go to the select menu, choose any four nodes, and create a column to an -8 meters so that it will be created. Select only one plate. Okay, select only one plate. Select only one plate, and you can go to your circular repeat. Can you see? You can go to the circular repeat. Your axis of rotation is Y. Your total angle is 360, and your number of steps is 20. All these are not required. Your node, your X coordinate, Y, Z, all these coordinate is not required. Directly you can click OK. Please make a note. Please make a note. Done. Okay. So what happens is that no, it will be rotated like this. Okay, and you have to go and select your node cursor. Select any 4 nodes, and after the nodes are being selected, you can go for the translational repeat. On the y direction, you can go for -8. It will be your -8 meter, and your number of steps, no, that will be only 1. Your number of steps will be 1. Your number of steps will be 1. And for the column, I have created the column, so I have went with -8 meters. Okay. Once it is all being done, and we have created only base of the tank, isn't it? We have created only base of the tank. So I would like to create the entire post, no, the superstructure of the tank now. So to create the superstructure of the tank, on the geometry menu, on the structure panel, we are going for the structure wizard. Please make a note on the geometry panel, and on the structure wizard, no, we are going for the structure wizard. So when I'm going for the structure wizard, and the model type, it will be your surface or plate models. Your model type will be surface or plate models. And I'm going for the cylindrical surface. See over here, you can able to create it. Your polygonal plate with hole, your circular plate with holes, your quadrilateral plate, your cylindrical surface, your spherical surface, your cooling tower, and then the hyperbolic paraboloid shell. So these were all the elements which is available over here. Okay. In the model type, these were all the around 7 different types of the models are being available. So whichever is required, however it is required, you can able to make use of one. Again, whenever you're going for the composite model, you will have your bunkers or silo, and your macro models will have your stadium roof as well as your simple tower. So now to create the cylindrical surface, the superstructure, now I wanted to create, no, so I'm going for superstructure. So it is all about the cylindrical surface, and I'm going for the length of my water tank will be 10 meters. And what radius do I give it over here? It is all 5, and the end radius will be 5. Again, no, on the y direction it will be 1. So when I click apply, can you see? Why do you give on the y? It is all being 1. Why do you give over here? If you're giving it on the z, it will be created in the z. So 0 will be the start point, and at the end point it will be 1. So 0 will be the start, and at the end it will be 1. So in which direction you need, in that particular direction it will be created. And also one more thing is that we do have the start radius and we will have the end radius. So when I go for the end radius, so it is all about 5. Can you see? So it is all about whenever you give the differences in the start as well as the end. So at the start it is all being 5, and whenever it is getting end, and the radius will be 10 meters. But I don't want any structure as of now to be like this, so I'm going for 5 and 5. So completely the start radius and end radius should be 5 meters, and the divisions along your length, no, it will be 10 along the length, along the height, and along 360-degree let it be 36. So along the height, you need not want to do the meshing. Instead of going for the meshing only, I'm giving the divisions along my length. Meshing is not required as we are providing the divisions along the periphery. Periphery, it is all along the circumference of the water tank, along the diameter, and along the length I'm giving it, it is all being the 10 meters. So when I click apply, and you can able to see that your height, no, it will be created like this.
उससे छोटे वाले की कितनी है 60.
Okay, and now to paste it in Staad
इससे
Pro,
छोटे वाले की कितनी
let me keep it.
60 की
Please
है.
make a notes.
60 की है.
These were all
तो
the
कितने का
parameters
डिफरेंस हो
and
गया
structures
इसमें
we have to
इसके
provide
बारे
it.
में 40 40 का हो गया 40 का हो गया तो 40 में क्या है 20 इधर इधर से 20 इससे है तो हम क्या करेंगे एक लाइन ले लेंगे 20 यूनिट का ऊपर तो उससे क्या आ जाएगा वहाँ से कितने की इसकी लंबाई है 60 तो इधर एक हो गया और इधर हम 35 का आधा ले लेंगे अब आगे बनाओ आया समझ कंफ्यूजन हो गया ये एलिप्स बन गया 2 एलिप्स बन गया आपसे ठीक उसके बाद हमारे को ये 100 का है और हमारे को इसके अंदर कितने का बनना है 60 का बनना है 60 का बनना है 60 का क्या हो गया कि 60 कितने का डिफरेंस हो गया 40 का 40 का डिफरेंस हो गया 40 में क्या है ये इक्वल इधर भी 20 है इधर भी 20 है ठीक है तो अपना कितने का 20 का आधा आधा हो गया तो हम एक 20 का इधर एक
Already Chaudhary, I
तो
have
यहाँ से क्या हम ये जो
explained it.
वो
No, why
पहला
you
पॉइंट
have to
पहले
give
एक पॉइंट
one.
मानते हैं
So
ये
start it
जो
will be
पूछने के लिए
0
पहला
and
होता
end
है
it will
तो
be
एक
1.
क्लिक कर
In
दिया यहाँ
y,
पे
in end
तो
y, 1 in
हमने
y
इसकी
direction,
डिस्टेंस
as I've
लेनी है इसकी
explained very
कितनी है
clearly before. Whenever
60
you're providing it in the
हाँ
z
तो
direction,
यहाँ
it
से
will
ये
be
वाला एलिप्स
created
यहाँ
in
पे
the
बन
z.
जाएगा तो
And
यहाँ
whenever you're
स्प्लिट ले लेंगे
providing it
वेट
in
कितनी
the
है
x direction, it will be
35
created
है
in the x
35
direction.
है
The
ठीक है तो
start
कितना
point
लेंगे
in any structural software will be 0
अब
and the end point will be 1.
आया करो तब और ज़्यादा
So I
आएगा
want to create it in the y
लाइन
because
लेंगे
in my Stat Pro, my y direction is along the height, isn't it? My y
लाइन लिया
direction will be along the height, so the superstructure should be
20
created
यहाँ
along my
बिल्कुल
y
इसके
only. The superstructure
इधर भी
of my water tank should be created along my y. I'll go for the edit, add or paste
वो भी
model in
लो
Stat Pro, and you can merge. So you can see that it is all being created. Got it? And now I'm keeping the structure on the front view. Keep your structure on the front view. Again go to your plate cursor. Select only the bottom plates. Why I'm selecting the bottom plates? To close the water tank. No, you should keep your structure in the front view. Okay, and go and select your plate cursor. Select your plate cursor at the bottom, and you can go to the translational unit, and I'm going Y, and the default spacing will be 10. The link steps and open base is not required. The link steps and the open base is not required. Okay, it is not required. I'm going to close the water tank, and that is why the base I'm selecting it as the lid. I'm going to close it at the top.
ऐसे ही अगला बनेगा अगला कितने का है ये है 40 का इससे ये कितना डिफरेंस है ये वाला इससे बड़ा कौन सा है 60 का है ये 40 का है तो कितना डिफरेंस का होगा 20 का डिफरेंस होगा तो डिवाइड कितने की लाइन होगी 20 की यहाँ 40 थी 40 की 30 इधर था
So
30
now
इधर
you
था
can go for the 3D
इधर
rendering,
कितने डिफरेंस
and
है
you can see.
20
Okay, the
तो
water
ये
tank, it
कितने
is
की
all
लाइन
being
बन
closed.
जाएगी
So do you all have any doubts on the modeling in water tank? Do you all have any doubts in modeling in water
ये
tank?
हमारा कितने का था 60 का और ये वाला कितने का 40 का 40 में ऊपर कितना गैप है नीचे बराबर ये कितना है ऊपर 10 का है नीचे 10 का टोटल 20 का है टोटल कितने का ये वाला तो हो गया ये वाला बना रहे हैं अब 40 वाला बना रहे हैं अब ये 40 वाला बना रहे हैं ठीक 40 वाले का हमारा क्या है बिट 26 का आधा ले लेंगे उसके लिए ठीक
So,
नहीं 30
Can we create the model using circular beam in the structure wizard? Yeah, you can.
पहले क्या लेंगे लाइन लेंगे
Can you see?
ऊपर से लोड
Circular beam will be there, no? Double click. You will have your circular beam in the radius along 360 degree. Go to edit, add or paste, and that will be created at the origin. Can you see now the circular ring beam is also created? Okay. Yes, do others, do you all have any doubt till now? No doubts. Okay, Priyanka, Chowdhury, Shilpa, Viveka, Sandeep,
अब कितना
Aishwarya,
कितने का
Jafita.
40 का है हाँ लाइन पूछिए लाइन
Okay, done. Now I'm going for the properties. Next I'm going for the properties, going for thickness. So it is all about 0.2. So it is all about 0.2, and again you can go for define, and rectangular it is 0.3, 0.23 for again I'm going for 0.6 meters. Since it is in water tank, no, I'm going for 0.6 meters of the dia. So select your plane, go to assign to view, and that will be assigned. And you can go for the rectangular, though I have my ring beam at the bottom. Keep your structure on the front view and assign it. Again select your circular property and assign it to the columns.
हाँ इधर शो नहीं करेगा मतलब वो वेबसाइट से बना है यहाँ से बना है हाँ यहाँ पे आप जो प्रिंट कर दो जो प्रिंट करना
So I'm going for the pinned support now.
कहीं से उठा के नहीं दिया नीचे की तरफ लेंटर या इससे डायरेक्ट ट्रेन से बाहर जाना पड़ेगा एक वहाँ से बाहर जाना हाँ इससे डायरेक्ट कर देते हैं हाँ इसको भी देखना करना है वो वाला ये जो करना है प्लेट से बना है ये बताया नहीं प्लेट वाला बता देता फिर से बनाना ही है ठीक है तो अब आगे ना फिर अब समझ में आने में क्यों लाइन की कह रहा था कि लाइन से क्या है आपको हेल्प हो जाएगा कि एक लाइन फिक्स मिल जाएगी एक पॉइंट इसकी लेट्स की एक फिक्स हो जाएगी हमारी एक पॉइंट फिक्स हो जाएगी कि हाँ यहाँ से लेना है इतना तो यहाँ से ले लेंगे सेंटर तो कॉमन ले सकते हैं ठीक है आप क्लिक के लिए कर ये क्लिक आगे का वो है आगे पॉइंट का क्लिक का होता है इससे
So
क्या
I'm
है,
going for the
इसमें क्या
load
होता है,
case.
समझिए दो
First, it is
लाइन
all my
बीच
dead
में
load
ये
of my
शेप बन
structure.
जाता है, सर्कल में शेप बन जाता है।
So it
तो
is all my dead
इसको
load. I'm
क्या
adding
है,
it.
अपन को चेंज
Again, I'm
करना
going
है,
for
और
the
जो
live load.
रेडियस कितने का देना है, रेडियस दिया हुआ है इसमें, कितने का रेडियस है,
It is my live load, and that can be your
चेंज
fluids too.
करना
That is not a problem. So it can be your fluids as well. So you can go for the dead load and you can click on add. So this will be your 1.5. Okay, so I'm going, and that will be my 1.5. The self weight that I'm going it for. So this is my 1.5 and I'm clicking on add. Select your load, assign to view, click on assign. Now go to the live load, click on add, and you can go for the plate loads. Again, I'm going for the hydrostatic. So it is all about the plates, and I'm going for the hydrostatic. And it will ask you to select the plates, isn't it? So on the hydrostatic of selecting the plates, you can go for the plate loads. Select the bottom plates and click on done, and minus, it is all 120 minimum, and the maximum will be minus 180. Direction of pressure is along y.
हाँ इसको खुद से बनाओ, मैंने पूरा ही बताया था, अब खुद से अब जितने भी है ना प्रैक्टिस
Interpolation
करो।
along the y direction. Sorry, on the x direction. So interpolation on the x and your direction of pressure on the gy. Please make a note for the bottom plate. So it is all about completely for the bottom plates that we will have. So it is all completely for the bottom plates. Okay, please make a note for the bottom plate. Interpolation should be along the x direction. Your direction of pressure should be on the y direction, and you can click on add. So I'm clicking on add so that the load it will be created. Again, select your live load. Again, you click on add. Again, you can go for the same plate loads. Again, I'm going for the hydrostatic. Again, I want to select my plates. No, select all the plates, not the top one. Okay, please leave the top plates. You need not want to select the top plates, considering my water tank will have the water for the full tank. Yesterday we have analyzed for the condition only for half of the tank, isn't it? And now we are going to analyze the water tank for the full tank. So I'm selecting all the plates, but you should not select the topmost lid. That is not required. So I have not selected the topmost one. So only the plates that I have just selected it. Again, you can go for minus 120, and it is all minus 180. The interpolation will be along y, and the direction of pressure should be local z. Please make a note for the other plates. Your interpolation along the global direction should be y, and the direction of pressure should be z. The direction of pressure should be local z. Okay. So please make a note. Interpolation and then the direction of pressure. Please make a note. Sorry, it has been undone. Just give me a moment. I'm re-adding it. Okay, it has been assigning to view, assigning. Again, going for the load case details. Again, you can click on add. It is all your live load. Select your live load and you can click on add. Again, you can go for the plate loads, hydrostatic. Select your plates. Keep it in the front view. Select your bottom plates. Done. Minus 120, minus 180, and GY X direction adding. Again, select your live load. I'm adding it. Going for the plate loads, hydrostatic. I'm selecting all these plates. Again, I'm selecting one at the top as well. Again, I'm giving like 120, 180 along interpolation along GY and the local Z, because it is all being circular, no? So you can go for local Z. So you can see that the water should be pushed from inside. It should not be from outside. Can you see? I have just selected one load. No, the water pressure, the full water tank, it should be pushed from inside. Okay, that is what we would be creating it. And you have to give the value in the positive. You're supposed to give the value in the positive, and that is why I have changed it. And I'm going for the analysis command, perform analysis, print all, add and close, and running the analysis. And now I'm going for view output file, or you can directly go to the post processing mode, click on apply and OK. And now you can go for the plate results. So it is all maximum absolute pressure. Go to the bottom plate. You can able to see the pressure from here. So here it is all being the maximum pressure that has been applied. So I have told you on the analytical, on the loading, you have to give the positive value. Okay, the direction will be local Z only. The variation will be along the X direction only, but it should be your notes, no. So that should be your positive value. We should go yes, and you can able to see it will get analyzed. You can able to see that the circular water tank will be analyzed. The concept of giving the positive one, no, it is all being applied from inside. So it is all being applied from inside, and that is why we are giving it over here. Any doubts on the water tank? Do you all have any doubts on the circular water tank, everyone in the meeting? Okay. So now we are going for the So next we are going for the solid modeling. Okay, next. Okay, now we are going for the solid load. Okay. So we are going for the solid load, no? So now I'm going for the geometry solid. It is all about the complete solid modeling we are going to do. The solid generation, or it can be your solid modeling, anything that you wanted to do it, you can see that the solid will be there. And even on the grids also, your solid grid will be there. Can you see? Even on the grids also, your solid grid will be there. And your solids can be created from 4 noded to 8 noded. Okay, your solids can be created from your 4 noded solids to 8 noded solids. So if you have 4 nodes also, your solids can be created. And if you have your 5 nodes also, your solids can be created 6, 7 and 8. But whenever we do create the plate, no, so it is all about your 3 nodes if you have, and then your solids can be created. And whenever you have your 4 nodes, your plates can be created. So it is all about the triangular plate, as well as your 3 noded triangular plates can be created, and then the 4 nodes of your quadrilateral plate can be created. And now you will have your solid. So it is all about your 4 noded, 5 noded, 6 noded, 7 noded and 8 noded solids. Up to 8 nodes it can be created. Okay, the first thing. And the next thing, it is all about your grids as well. So you wanted to create an solid, you should make use of your solid grid. Only then the solid modeling should be created. So it will be in complete full solid that we will have. It is all about the solid load that we do will have. So it is all about the solid load that we will have.
नहीं तो ये क्या कहते हैं, ह्यूमन एंटर और क्या कहते हैं वो डायमेंशन फाइल, ये क्यों करते हैं, मतलब ये क्या ऑप्शन देने के लिए बस? नहीं जैसे ह्यूमन एंटर करके डायमेंशन वो शो तो होता ही नहीं होता, जो शो के लिए वहाँ डायमेंशन स्टाइल में चेंज करना पड़ता है। क्या शो नहीं होता है कि डायमेंशन इतना है, इतने फिट में है, इंच में है, ऐसे ट्रेलिंग करते हैं उसके लिए अपने ट्रेलिंग पर नीचे ट्रेलिंग करके ऑप्शन आता है, उस पर क्लिक करते हैं और वहाँ पर जाके हम चूज़ करते हैं ताकि वो डायमेंशन उसमें
So here you can able to see. So it is all about the load cases, isn't it? So now I'm going directly to the structure wizard. So now directly I'm going for the structure wizard. So I'm going for the solid models. I'm directly going for the structure wizard and I'm going for the solid models. And you can see that the solid block will be there. And you can see that the solid block you will get, and the length along will be 1, and the length along the y also it will be 1, and your length along your z no it will be 1.
जैसे यूएन एंटर करते हैं तो उसमें डेसिमल में है, ये इसमें है इंजीनियरिंग में फिट इंच, पर यहाँ वही शो उसमें ही शो करता है जो
Structure
ये
wizard,
वो डायमेंशन
solid
स्टाइल होता है ना,
models,
डेसिमल में
and
होगा तो
here you can
डेसिमल में
able
शो
to see
करता
the
है।
solid
फिट
block.
इंच
So
में
length along 1, y along 1,
इसमें
z
इसमें
along
नहीं,
1,
वहाँ पर यूनिटी के
and the
अंदर आपने
divisions
सिर्फ
that we
डेसिमल
will
सेट
have
करा
no,
होगा,
it is
वही
all
तो
about
वो कह
meshing.
रहा हूँ
Can
कि
you see?
ये
Even
यूएन एंटर
solids
करा
also can
था।
be meshed. So now I can go for 1. So it is all about 1, 1, 1. So here you can able to see. So 1, 1, 1, no, there will be only one division that you would be getting it. So it is all about completely only one division. So you can just double click. Suppose you need any divisions also, you can go for 2,
यहाँ पे डेसिमल में सेट
2,
कर दिया
and it is
इसी
all
जगह
about
पर
2.
आप इंजीनियरिंग
The
के
number of
आर्किटेक्चर में सेट
divisions
कर
will
दो,
be
ठीक
2,
है,
2.
आर्किटेक्चर में सेट
It
करने
is
के
a
बाद यहाँ पर आप
complete
इंचेस में
solid
सेट
block,
करो,
as I've told
ठीक
you.
है, अगर
The
आप डेसिमल
solids
में
can
सेट
be
कर रखे हो तो
created,
डेसिमल में क्या
no,
करो, यहाँ
very
पर आप
easy
एमएम में
one.
सेट करो।
Okay, it is all very
अगर आपने
easy.
इंजीनियरिंग में
But
कर रखा है
if you
तो
have
यहाँ
4
पर
nodes
जाके आप
also, a
फीट में
solid
चेंज
can be
करो,
created. I'll tell you that also.
समझे?
So
यहाँ से
please
सिर्फ
make a
चेंज
note
करने से
from
कुछ
here.
भी नहीं होगा।
So here
यहाँ
you
से
can
आपने ये
able
मान
to
लिया
see.
आपने डेसिमल कर दिया तो यहाँ से भी चेंज करना है आपको। किसमें करूँ आप बताओ, आर्किटेक्चर में करूँ? आर्किटेक्चर में कर दिया और यहाँ पर मैंने इंचेस में कर दिया, ठीक है, और इसको मैं कराता हूँ ओके। लाइन लो, अब लाइन ली मैंने, ये लाइन मैंने बना दी, ये ले ली और 10 10 10 ले ली, 10 ले लो, और जो 10 दिए हैं ना मैंने, पता है क्या होगा,
Okay.
ये 10
So
इंचेस में है।
now if you want to add it on the stat row, so you will go for the add or paste model in stat row and click OK. You can able to see that the solids will be created. It is in solid one. Okay, it is in solid a
डेसिमल में शो नहीं
block.
कर रही
No,
है,
it
ये
is in
इंचेस में शो
solid
कर रही है।
block. A complete solids we have just created it. And now you can go for the properties. Properties is not required for your solids. See, I'm posting it on the chat box. So it can be 4 to 8 noded solids can be created. Okay, 4 to 8 noded solids can be created, and the properties is not required. It will not be there. Properties is not required. Okay, and directly you can go for your materials, but we have to define the materials. Everyone in the meeting, please make a note, only the properties is not required, and you can go, you should have, you should define the material. So I'm going for the materials and I'm going for the concrete. Again you can go for assign to view and
और
click
ये
on
लाइन के
assign.
लिए
The complete
यूनिट सेट
block, the
करेंगे
entire
अपन
block
क्रिएट
will be
करने के
your
लिए,
concrete
और जब
block.
अपन को डायमेंशंस
Again
में
you can
चाहिए
go
तो
for
फिर
the
डायमेंशन में
support.
जाके डी करने के लिए
I'm going to
डी
create,
एंटर करके
and it
जाके
is
और
all
ये
your
सेट
pinned
न्यू
support,
करके
and you can click on add
और
because
करके
since it
अंदर
is in solid
हाँ
and
वही
I'm going for the
नहीं
pinned support.
न्यू
So select
न्यू
all the
करने के
4
बाद अब यहाँ
corners
पर
over
आओ,
here
क्या करना है, प्राइमरी यूनिट्स में जाएंगे, यहाँ पर डेसिमल
and
दिया हुआ
select
है
all the 4
तो यहाँ
corners
पर
from here.
आर्किटेक्चर कर दूंगा मैं और यहाँ पर बस, ठीक है, और इंचेस करना
and you can click on assign, and that will be assigned. So I'm just picking the support, and it is all being assigned. Okay, and now I'm going for my loading. So I'm going for the loading. So I'm selecting the load case. Again, you can click on add, and you should go to your solid loads. You should go to the solid load, since it is in solid, and you should go for the solid loads.
एक तो है लाइन बनाने के लिए यूनिट्स में जाएंगे अपन, और अगर डायमेंशन के लिए करना है तो डायमेंशन में जाएंगे, क्योंकि डायमेंशन आर्किटेक्चर में सेट नहीं थी ना, डायमेंशन डेसिमल में सेट थी। सॉफ्टवेयर आपके इंचेस को डेसिमल में कन्वर्ट करके दिखा देगा आपको, वो ये वाली बात।
Okay, so you can go for the face number. So you wanted to go for the front. Yes, I want to go for the front. So it is all about the face number, front, bottom, left, top, right, and back. So it is all about your front, bottom, left, top, right, and back. So it is all about your front. So -10, -15, -18, -20, and the direction can be your GZ, or it can be the local Z. The direction can be the local Z, and you can add. Okay, now select your solid. Okay, you should go to the select menu, and you should make use of the solid cursor from here. So this is one solid, this is in solid, this is one more, and this is one. So these were all the solids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally there are 8 solid blocks we do have. Now I have just selected this particular solid. I have selected the load, and I'll go for SN to selected solids, SN, and click yes. So you can see that your solid load will be given. Any solid that you need, no, you can go and you can directly assign. Considering considering your entire block as solid. Okay, consider your entire block. No, this is your structure. Considering this structure as your solid, only the outer to outer surface we are considering it as the solid, and it is all being created. Considering, okay, we do have an block, no, so considering this particular solid and the outer to outer structure, and we are applying the load, and we are analyzing it. Whose doubt is that? Hope it is clear. When do we use the solid modeling? Considering only the outer to outer structure. Again, I'm going for analysis command, analyzing, add, and close. Again, I'm going for running analysis. So your solid modeling will be there, and you can go for the solid results and the pressure. So it is all about the pressure that we will have. So it is all about completely the pressure that we will have. Okay, so it is all about the pressure.
कल से हमने शुरू कर दिया खुद से खाना बनाना। भैया
Is it all very clear of the solid modeling? Our solids are created for analyzing the retaining walls. It can be by making use of the 8 solids, but mostly we'll make use of the plate only. Generally, in generally in the structures or whenever we want to analyze the structure, no, so it should be the plate only. We will be making use of the plates. Plates only we'll be doing it.
पराठे तेल वाले ऑयल वाले वो जो बनते हैं वो
पराठे तेल से करते हैं।
You
और
can.
आलू के नहीं सिंपल वाले
किससे
मिर्च का
You wanted to apply, you apply it. It is not something restricted that only you're supposed to do it only on the front face. Even to be, I have just applied it only for one block only, isn't it? So it is all about only to 2 blocks I have applied it. The same procedure only we have to do. Select your load case and you can go for adding. Again go for the solid load. Again you can go for the left side. -12, -15, yes, GZ, added. Again select assign, click yes, and that will be assigned. So you can apply to all the 4 sides as well.
पता है शुरू से ही कहता प्लान बनाना सिखाओ मेरे को प्लान में क्या मैम के पास पहुंच गया वो कल मैम ने क्या बोला मैम ने बोला वो सुरेंद्र सर बोलेंगे
There is only solid modeling, only this structure is being given as the example. Any structures example?
प्लान बनाना सिखाओ कि मैंने खुद बनाएगा और एक इतना फास्ट मिला है वो 3 टॉपिक और सारे ड्राइवर पहले सीट दूसरा सीट तीसरा सीट बनाया जा रहा है कंप्लीट कर दी हाँ वो एक और मिला है आज नहीं आएगा शायद शाम तक आए पास में लगता है तो मेरे को ऑर्डर करते हैं सब ख़त्म ही करना है
Box culvert. Okay, you wanted to create the culverts, no? So for that you can able to make use of your solids, and for the girders that you want to create it. Okay, and for that you can able to make use of your solids. Any examples for solids? No, your culverts and your girders. No, bridges. No, something whenever we speak about the girders and girder along with your deck, I mean. Okay, you wanted to create it your girder along with your grid, no? So you can able to make use of your one. So whenever you go for the box culvert, no, so the same solid that will be used like this. So whenever I go for the box culvert, and we can able to see your solid blocks only will be used on the same way. So that is all called as your box culverts. Okay, so hope all your doubts are clarified, Megha and Harshini. What types of structures are we making use of the solids? Why didn't we apply to the sides of the solids? It can be applied as I have done one as well. And are solids created for analyzing retaining walls? It can be used for analyzing the retain walls, but generally in the corporate, no, they will make use only your plates, because your bottom one will be created as one plate, and your toe slab will be created as another plate, and your heel slab will be created as another plate, and all these structures will be created as in plate. Okay, so we will be making use of only the plates so that the loads can be applied accordingly, but solids can also be used for creating your retaining walls. Mega, hope your doubt is clarified now.
हिमांशु बात कर रहा था राजेंद्र मोटर जयपुर से था, लेकिन उसका नंबर दिया था वो आपकी बात हुई गुरु जी से उसके लिए टेंडर करवाना है जम पे। जी तो उसकी डिटेल आप
Okay, so
बताएंगे
now
मतलब
let me go and create the four nodes. So let me have 0 0 0, and one on the x it is all 5 0 0,
हाँ हिमांशु बोल रहा हूँ
and
राजेंद्र
1 5, and here I'll have 5.
जयपुर राजेंद्र मोटर।
So 1 it is all 0, so here it
हाँ
will be
राजेंद्र
5.
मोटर।
So you have four nodes, no? So four noded
और वो
solids
जैम
also
पे
can
आपके
be created. So
प्रोडक्ट
whenever
बनवाना
I
है
wanted to
तो
go
इसके
for the
अंदर
four
आप
noded
एंटर
solids, so I'll go for add solid, and
तो
I'll
उसी के
go for
रिस्पेक्टिव वर्क
two
कर रहा
noded solid. So it is all about 1 2 3,
था। अच्छा हाँ तो
again
अगर आप आ
4.
जाए तो बात करके आप मेरे को बता
So
दीजिएगा
you
तो
can
अपन
able
बिल्कुल
to
बैठ के
create
वर्क करवा
in
देंगे।
solids. So I wanted to create in
ओके
solid, no? So I can see that the solids will be created. Okay, I'll repeat one more
हाँ
time.
तो
I
आप
have created four
कंफर्म करके आप
nodes.
मेरे को कॉल
So
कर
you can
लीजिएगा।
go for add four noded solid. 1 2
जी हाँ
3, and this is my 4. So I can able to create an four noded solid. So I wanted to
नहीं
create my
मैं
four
जैम पे नहीं
noded
करता मेरे को
solids.
खुद के
So the
मेरे
four
खुद के
noded
प्रोडक्ट जैम पे
solids will
डालने
be
हैं।
created on the same way, like this, like how I have created it over here. The same way it can also be created.
हमारा रोबोटिक्स का काम है बेसिकली, तो उसमें अभी रिक्वायरमेंट थी किसी कॉलेज में, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में 3D प्रिंटर और स्कैनर की।
Okay, so do you all have any doubts till
तो
now?
आपका वाला प्रपोजल दिया था वो वाया जैम होगा,
And solid layout also will be there.
तो
Can you
इसीलिए
see
वो
your
करना था,
solid
जैम
layout?
पे डलवाना था, तो आपका नंबर दिया था उन्होंने।
So can you see the solid layout from here?
है? ये अब आएगी, अभी आई नहीं अभी नहीं।
So can you see I have just created one plate, no? So here it is all 1 2 and 3 4. Again this I don't want, this should be 0, and this is also 0. So this is also 0. So and your node G H, make everything to be 0. It is not an 8 noded solid, isn't it? This is an 4 noded solids only. So this I wanted to create it as a 4 noded solid, so this can be created accordingly. Okay, so solid layout also one which can be created. So I wanted to create something on the solid loading. So your 8 noded, your 4 7 6 5 and 4. So all these we can able to create it on the solid node. Okay, so whenever you want to select your plates, so you have to make use of your plate cursor, and whenever you want to select the solid, so you have to make use of the solid cursor.
हाँ सर लेटर पूरी करता और वो सामने वाला उसमें
कॉर्नर
नहीं कॉर्नर से जस्ट उन दोनों के बीच में केटी है और केटी नहीं क्या ऑटो गेट चलाओगे केटी
ओके स्टार्ट कर दिया। स्टार्ट कर दो।
करना पड़ेगा।
इसे क्लास लेकर उसमें ये किसकी है?
ये तो इसकी क्लास चल रही है। हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग। हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग, सुरेंद्र जी बात कर रहे हैं? तो कहाँ से बात कर रहे हैं? जनता के से बात कर रहे हैं? सर मंच पर कर रहा था, वो एक ये तो मुझे पता कोचिंग के लिए पानी का। हाँ तो मैंने कोचिंग आपको शेयर कर दिया है, मेल कर दिया है। ठीक है ठीक है, तो संपत्ति स्टोर आप ही देखते हैं? ठीक है, ये आपका नंबर है ना? ठीक है। हाँ संपत्ति जी। मैंने मेल किया है व्हाट्सएप पे। हो मैं व्हाट्सएप भी कर देता हूँ आपको, मेल मैंने कर दिया है। इसका नंबर बता दो, किसका नंबर है? बाटा है, संपर्क का नंबर है, स्टोर बढ़ेगा।
Okay. Any doubts you all have on the solid
मैंने दिया था
modeling?
उसने, स्टोर बढ़ेगा नंबर दिया था
Do
तेरे
you all have any doubts on the solid modeling?
को। स्टोर
Do you
बढ़ेगा
all
नंबर
have
है,
any
भेज दिया,
doubts
देखो
on the
भेज दिया।
solid modeling? Okay. Did I teach you about the element release? No doubts. Did I teach you about the element release? Element release in plates? Did I teach you about the element release in plates? Did I teach you about the element release in plates? Okay. So I'm sharing you my screen. So now we are going to learn about the element release in plates. It is all about the element release in plates. Okay. So I'm going to file, new, plate models, and I'm clicking on create. Yes. Go to your grid, your quadrilateral plate. So here you can see like there is a small plate that we have created it. we can see that it is all about the plates that we have created it. And now I'm going for the specification and you should go for the plate. Please make a note. The element release in plates should be created. The element release in plates should be created on the specification and you should go for the plate, and here we should go for the release. And here we should go for the release. So you will have 4 nodes, isn't it? Your plate will have 4 nodes. And which node you wanted? Node 1 or node 2, node 3, node 4. So which node you wanted? And you have to release your bending moment. So you have to go for the bending moment in X, or you want to go for the bending moment in Y, or you have to go for the forces. You want to release your forces in the X and Y. So I'm going to release it in the X direction. So select your plate and you can click on assign so that there isn't release. If at all you want to release your plate, I would like to release my plate and my plates should get released in the moment. So I don't want any of the moment, no. Suppose if it is in cantilever support that you have to give, and you want to release your bending moment in X, Y and Z, so you have to go for the release and accordingly it will be released. Okay, you should go for the release in the X, Y and Z and you should click on add. So accordingly you can see that the release will be happen, which means your bending moment in the X direction and also in the Y direction, you can, it will be enabled. So you have to select like which node you want. So here you can able to see the joint node 2. Suppose you want to go for the joint node 4 and I would like to release it in the MY, so it can be released, and you want to assign and that will be assigned automatically. So you can see that at the joint 4 as well as in the joint 2 you can see that the your element release will be made for all the plates. Yes, do you all have any doubts? Do you all have any doubts till now? To release your bending moment, mx is nothing but your bending moment. To release this bending moment on the x direction, so if there is any moment on the x direction, your mx, it is all being added, no, and that will be separated. One second. I'll go for the thickness. of point 2. I'll analyze and I'll show. Select, assign, supports, create. Now I'm going for the loading. So it is all the dead load. I'm just adding only the sulfate. Assign to view. So it is all being assigned. You can go for analysis, print all, add, close, running the analysis, view your output file. By default, there will be no codebook that is all being available. 1.5, it is all according to the limit state method. Limit state, your factor of safety is 1.5, no, and that is why we give the 1.5. Can you see? Like there is a release in the MX and MY, the joint 2 as well as your joint 4. So there is a release, no? So on the output you can see your MX and MY will be 0. So this is all called as your release. And you can see only the MZ will be everywhere. You can see only the MZ will be there, which means there is a load that is all being acting on the MZ. Now we all understood why do we make use of the element releases. Whenever you are going for the element release, which means in that respective direction your moment will be 0. This is the concept of the element release as well as in the plates as well. Is it all very clear? Megha and Subhendra, Harshini, everyone? Okay, guys, let's take a break for 15 minutes and we will be back by 11:05. Okay, I'll be back by 11:05. Let's take a break for 15 minutes and I'll be back by 11:05. So now we are going to see about the composite decks. I'm going to teach you about the composite deck now. So please make a note. The next topic, it is all all about your composite decks that we will have. It is all about metric and we will click on create. So it is all about metric and we are going to create the composite decks. Please make a note. So please make a note. It is all about composite decks. Creation of the composite decks.
क्या पूछ रहा है एरर रीडिंग्स
Okay, so now it is all creation of the composite deck, isn't it? So composite deck. So whenever we hear the term, it is all about the composite, no? The deck usually we know, like we will be normally calling it as the deck slab, all that we would be calling it as, isn't it? So we are going for the composite deck layout. You have to click on the geometry menu and on the composite deck panel, you should click on the composite deck layout. So on the geometry and on the composite and you should click on the composite deck layout. about the composite deck, no? So here you can able to see on the right side of the dialog box, it is all about the composite deck. So whenever I want to create a new deck, but we should have some structure on the same, isn't it? Only based on the structure only you can able to create it. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to create a structure. So going for the geometry, and I'll go for my beam grid, and I'm creating a structure. Okay, so it is all about the beam, and the distance of the beam, it is all 10 meters. Again you can create one more beam at 6. Again you can able to create one more. Okay, so I have just created all these were my columns, and select only at the top. So I'm going for front, select all these beams, and you can go for the structure wizard. Sorry, transitional repeat. I'm going for the transitional repeat, and I'm going for the Z direction and number of 2 link steps in open base. Okay, I'm giving it in the Z direction. Your number of steps, number of steps I need, and the default step spacing can be 5 meters. Link steps in open base.
हाँ मिडल में नहीं कुछ ही नहीं लिख रहा हूँ तो उसमें लिख रहा हूँ ना ठीक
I'm just giving the name, so it is all my deck slab. So can you see beam number 13, beam number 24 and beam number 12. So automatically 3 beams it is all being created. So it is all about a complete deck slab that we will have. So not audible. Yes, I was speaking. Can you all hear me? Am I audible now? Guys, can you all hear me? Am I audible now? Okay, now audible, no? Okay. So let me explain it from very beginning. So I have just created in small structure. I'll repeat it from the other time. You should go to the grids. Go to your beam grid. So it is all about 0, 5, 10. Again you can go to 5. Again you can go for snap node or beam. Again one more on the 7 I'm creating and one more on the 3 I'm creating it. So select your entire frame, how I'm selecting it. Again go to the transitional repeat. So on the Z direction, so it is all about -5. So it is all about -5 meters and I need the number of steps to be 2 link steps and you can enable open space. Please make a note, only one we have created it. So after creation of one, after it is all being created, okay, you should go for the Z direction, number of steps to be -2 and 5 meters. Again it is all link steps and open. And when I click OK, automatically you can see that the structure will be created. Again the composite deck, so you are supposed to create the composite deck, no? So you should go for the geometry and you should go for the composite deck panel and you should go for the composite deck layout. And here we are supposed to go for the create deck. So it is all 1, 2, 3, 4. Again back to the first option and it will ask you the name. So it is all about your deck slab, isn't it? So I'm going for the deck slab from here. So I'm just giving the name as deck slab and you can click OK. So automatically you can able to see that the beam will be created. So it is all about the beam and that you can see that it will be created from here. Okay. And now, so once it is all being created, the deck, and next it is all about the direction. So in which direction the composite deck layout it is all being created. Yes, already 2 beams. No, you are supposed to select 2 more beams. If you select these 2 beams along the Z direction, and whenever you're clicking on create direction, no, automatically your direction will be created. Suppose if you're selecting these 2 beams and whenever you're going for create direction, along the direction it will be created. So it is all completely you are supposed to, if you're selecting one beam and when you go for create direction, 2 beams need to be selected. It will ask you in the same way. So I'm selecting 2 beams like this. Can you see? And going for creating the direction. So you can see the deck direction it will be created. Either the horizontal way that you need or you needed something on the vertical way, you can see that it will be created. So this is all called as your deck slab and your beams it is all created, no? And next you can able to add or change
Hello.
any existing property. I wanted to give the property for this deck layout, so I'm going for adding or changing the property over here. The moment you're clicking on adding or changing, no, select all your beams. will say that it is all about an Indian. Please remember, this is in composite deck. So whenever we call it as composite, it is all called as, two different materials will be applied. So one will be your steel and one will be your concrete, isn't it? It means your beam property. So it is all about the composite beam property we will call. So all your beams will have your composite steel as well as the concrete. What do we mean by the direction? So create direction, that is what is your doubt, no? Changing direction means, so changing direction along the one way slab, or it can be along the two way slab. Say for example, let me go and create the slab over here.
कभी कभी कराया था मैंने आपको मैंने कॉन्सेप्ट बताया आपको ना
And again three more beams, it is all being created. So it is all completely which directions you wanted, in that direction your beams will be created. So either it can be a one way slab or it can be a two way slab, and only that you can able to see that your beams, no, your direction for your beams, it will be created. It is all completely the direction. So in which direction can you see the blue color one? Maybe you want me to change the color. I'll change the color also.
गाने रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहे हैं.
अच्छा
आएगा पता है मैं देखी नहीं कहाँ जा रही थी नहीं था 1 मिनट और कर देगा देखो डिफरेंस कितना आ गया ना अपना कहाँ जाएगा वो
तो ये मैं वो बता रहा हूँ एडिटिंग आ जाएगा
ठीक है 1 मिनट और कर
तो मैंने कॉर्नर कॉर्नर क्या कहते हैं कॉर्नर को कहते हैं इसका जैसे उसको फिलेट कहते थे ना इसमें कॉर्नर कहते हैं कॉर्नर करने के लिए डायरेक्ट यहाँ से जाओ कॉर्नर लो अगर यहाँ पर आपके पास विंडो नहीं खुली हुई है ठीक है तो आप क्या जाओगे इंसर्ट में जाओगे ऑपरेशन में जाओगे और यहाँ से कॉर्नर जाओगे ठीक है सारे कॉर्नर आ गए ट्रिम हो गया नो ट्रिम हो गया दोनों तरीके के यहाँ पर दे रखे हैं सिंपल कॉर्नर है इसमें कॉर्नर
Okay, so it is all about in complete direction that we would be creating it. So direction is something which direction, the longitudinal, the rib. So we do have the ribs in your direction, no? So along that only your ribs, it is all being created. I'll repeat one more time. See, you will have your direction also. So these one is called as your ribbed beam. Okay, I repeat, these beams whichever I have selected, so this is all called as your ribbed beam. So whenever you select any two beams, the direction of your ribs in the deck, the direction of your deck will be created. In which direction you want your decks to be created. If you consider these two are your ribs, then whenever you are clicking on creating the direction, automatically in that direction only it will be created, your direction of your okay. And again it is all about adding the property. So I'm just selecting and add or change the property, and you can able to see the steel dialog box is it also on the Indian.
अपन को चैम्फर करना है चैम्फर के लिए अपने
And again here it is all about your eye shape, or even I can go for ISMB 200,
अब आप इसको एडिट
ISMB
करना है आपको
200,
तो आप इसको डबल
and I
क्लिक
have
करो यहाँ
just
पर आ
added
जाएगा
it. So it is all
ठीक
about
है
my ISMB
अगर आप
200
जैसे ही
which
मान
has
लें
been
एंगल
added.
एंगल आप दूसरा देते
You
हो
can
मान लो
just click
बताइएगा
no, you can able to see automatically the profile, it will be your ISMB 200 only. So it is all being added, it is all being applied. No, you are supposed to select your ISMB 200 from here, and it will say assign, and you can say it is all being add automatically. Can you see your property of ISMB 200 will be assigned. The properties of
वहाँ से
ISMB
तो ये हो जाएगी
200
200
will
करते उधर से
be there.
200 हो जाएगा
Can you see the direction now? Which direction it goes? Suppose if I'm going for these two, create direction. Again the direction will be changed. Okay, so now it is all about your ISMB 200. So it is all being given, you know. And now I'm going for effective depth. So what is the effective depth? So it is all about 3 meter, and that will be updated. Okay, only the effective width. The effective width of your slab, no, that you can able to see. It is all being updated from here. Can you see? So now it is all your changes that we do have, and you can able to see the beam. It is all being applied. And now if you want to change the direction, okay, I have just created everything. Can you see the concrete properties? See, you're selecting your deck slab, and now I am going for my concrete thickness. Can you see the concrete thickness? So it is all about 0.15. And what is the unit weight? It is all 25 kilonewton per meter square, and my concrete grade will be 20,000. So it is all 20,000 kilonewton per meter square. Please make a note. It is all 20,000 kilonewton per meter square. And the rip properties. What will be the rip properties you need? And that will be my Verco N. The rip properties. So it is all the various standards which is all being incorporated in Staad Pro, and there were only three standard catalogs we will have. I repeat, there is only three database standards we will have. So one will be your ASC American standard, and the second one will be the Waycraft, and the third one will be your Verco, and the third one will be your Verco. Please make a note. After your deck slab, your ripped beam, everything, it is all being created. Everything, it is all being created. It is all being created, and you can able to see. It is all about the AAC, and it is all about the woolcraft, and it is all about the worko. Please make a note of all these. Please make a note of all these.
ब्रेक यूज करेंगे मान लो जहाँ पर भी जैसे कि ये लाइन है एक ये पूरी लाइन जा रही है ठीक है ये पूरी एक सिलेक्ट हो रही है ना वहाँ से लेकर वहाँ तक मैं जहाँ पर भी पॉइंट दे दूंगा ठीक है अभी वहाँ से दो टुकड़ा समझ में आ गया ठीक है ये यूज़ क्या कहाँ पर आएगा ये पॉइंट्स के लिए यूज़ में आएगा अब जैसे अगर मान लो अगर मुझे एक लाइन बनानी होगी ठीक है और मैं इस पॉइंट तक उसको देना चाह रहा हूँ तो मुझे पॉइंट कैसे मिलता लेकिन अब मुझे वो पॉइंट ठीक है पहले नहीं मिलता ना पॉइंट वो अब मुझे मिल जाएगा ठीक है दूसरी चीज़ है समझ में आ रहा है ठीक है दूसरी चीज़ आती है अपने फुट प्रिंट को आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो फुट प्रिंट भी बोल सकते हो फुट प्रिंट वैसे ही काम करती है जैसे अपने उसमें ट्रिम डबल एंटर काम करता होता है सिंपल सिलेक्ट करो और इस पर डबल क्लिक कर लो अगर आपको बार बार यूज में लेना है तो डबल क्लिक कर लिए अब मैं जिसको सिलेक्ट करूँगा वो ट्रिम हो जाएगा
Oh, now I'm going for the Verco N. And the moment you're choosing the databases, and you can see, automatically the rip height and rip width will be chosen. And that is why is the reason we are going. And that is why is the reason we are going. Please make a note, and we will ask, no, why do you make use of the databases? So the databases, it is being much used because of a reason. Rip width and rip height will be automatically chosen.
ठीक है मान लो आपने एक आर्क लिया अच्छा ऐसे कर करके इसको यूज में ले सकते हो ये मुझे नहीं पता है। सिलेक्ट करा, ठीक है। ऐसा करके इन सारी चीज़ों को यूज करेंगे। ये काम में आने वाली चीज़ें ज़्यादा, मेन काम में आने वाली चीज़ें क्लोजर के, रिमोट में काम में आने वाली चीज़ें, ब्रेक काम में आने वाली चीज़ें और टूल काम में आने वाली चीज़ें, ठीक है। एक्सटेंड। अब आते हैं अपन मिरर पर। ये सारी मिरर की चीज़ें, एक तो इसे कहते हैं अपन मिरर, इसे कहेंगे अपन सिमेट्री, इसे कहेंगे अपन ट्रांसलेट, ट्रांसलेट मतलब कॉपी, ठीक है। इसे कहेंगे अपन रोटेट, इसे स्केल और इसे ऑफसेट, ठीक है। ये कैसे लेना है ये बताता हूँ। मान लो ये मेरा सर्किल है और इसमें मैं करता हूँ ऑफसेट, ठीक है। या तो मैं सिंपल कोई पॉइंट दे दूँगा,
Hope you all
ठीक है,
have
ऐसे
made
इसको
till now.
सिलेक्ट करके
Composite deck
और सिलेक्ट करने के
means
बाद में जहाँ पर मैं
slab
लेना चाहता
design
हूँ
one way and
बस
two
उसको
way.
ये हो गया
हाँ,
स्टार्ट,
correct.
ठीक है।
Composite deck means
दूसरा
you will
तरीका
have your ribbed one. Okay, so here you can able to see the beams and
दूसरा
this is
तरीका
all
यहाँ
called
पर
as
है
your ribbed
और
beams.
कई बार ये
And this beam will have your steel property and your slab will have the concrete property. Okay,
दूसरा
the
तरीका है
rib
इसको
properties
सिलेक्ट
is
करूँ,
nothing
सिलेक्ट
but
करके
the
जाके
diameter
ऑप्शन
that you do.
दिया, ठीक है।
Okay, the
अगर
rib width
सिंपल
and
सिलेक्ट करके
also the
ऑप्शन
rib
दिया
height.
अब
It
मैं
is
यहाँ
all
पे
with
कहीं कहीं
respect
कॉपी
to
करके
the
वापस से चेंज,
steel that you will
ठीक है।
have. So it is all about the steel property and your concrete properties will be given for your deck slab. Composite, which is
रेक्टेंगल
all
बना
a
लिया, ठीक
combination
है।
of two different
मुझे
materials.
देना ऑफसेट, रेक्टेंगल की
Isn't
इसमें
it?
क्या है, इसमें उसकी तरह नहीं होता ऑटोकैड की तरह कि आपने
And that is
रेक्टेंगल
why I'm
बनाया तो
making
आपकी
use
सारी
of
सारी
the deck.
लाइनें एक दूसरे से
So
मिलती
deck
हैं,
slab
ये सारी लाइनें एक
is an
दूसरे से
one way
अलग है,
and two way slab. It is a
ठीक है।
normal slab
तो इसमें
only.
क्या है, इसमें आप
Normal
डायरेक्ट
slab.
ऑप्शन कर ही नहीं
It
पाओगे,
is
तो क्या करना
only
है आपको,
one way,
पहले
or
पूरा
if you
सेलेक्ट
say
करना
it
है
is
और
all
सेलेक्ट
two
करना
way,
है, उसके बाद में
the
ऑप्शन देना है,
composite
आपको पूरी
deck
रेक्टेंगल का ऑप्शन
will
देना
be designed as
है।
in
अब
two
आप
way.
अपने हिसाब से ऑप्शन
Okay,
चुनो,
Sverco
समझ में
and
आया,
just a
ठीक
standard
है। और
exactly
अगर आपको
रहेगा. If
पर्टिकुलर किसी एक
Sverco
लाइन का
and
ऑप्शन
is
देना है तो
only
आप
a
उसको चूज
standard
कर लो,
and there is
या
only
फिर आप
three
ऑफसेट ले
standards,
लो,
it is available
ऑफसेट
in the
लेके किसी लाइन को
composite.
चूज करके और
Harshni,
उसको जहाँ
what
तक
is
रेडी
that
होना है वहाँ तक, ठीक है। उन
IRSG?
दोनों की
I
डिस्टेंस
don't
अब आपको
understand.
चेंज करनी है, तो डिस्टेंस पर डबल क्लिक करा, डबल क्लिक करने के बाद में विंडो खुलेगी, विंडो को एडिट कर दो कि मुझे
To
सपोज करें,
what type of
मुझे
structures
1500,
we create the composite decks?
तो ये ओके हो गया कि 1500, ठीक है।
Where do we create
अब
the
क्या
deck?
अपने हिसाब से जो चाहो वो एडिट कर सकते हो।
Where do we create
उसके बाद
decks?
में आपकी चीज़ आती है स्केल,
Where do we create your decks? Deck slab, all that?
रेक्टेंगल एरिया या कोई सा भी ऑब्जेक्ट ले लिया, उसको स्केल करना है मुझे, सिंपल जाऊँगा, स्केल पर क्लिक करूँगा, क्लिक करने के बाद विंडो खुल जाएगी,
Bridges.
विंडो के बाद में वो आपसे सबसे पहले
Same.
फर्स्ट पॉइंट मांगेगा, फर्स्ट पॉइंट मांग लिया। अब उसके बाद में वो आपसे मांगेगा स्केलिंग वैल्यू,
Shape.
डुप्लीकेट मोड ऑन करना है,
Yes. I was choosing the Indian cross section shape only. I or S. Okay, got it.
डुप्लीकेट मोड ऑन
Yes, it
करना
is
है।
all
कलर
about
डुप्लीकेट
the
मोड ऑन
S.
करने से क्या होगा, आपका
In
जो मेन
S
ऑब्जेक्ट है
shape
वो तो
only,
रहेगा
it
ही,
will be
और
your
जो आपका बड़ा
ISMB
स्केल
200.
जिसको आप स्केल
To
दोगे
the
तो
S only,
देखते
it
हुए
will be your
तस्वीर तो वो भी
ISMB
हो जाएगा,
200.
तो वैल्यू इसकी दे देते हैं अपन।
Exactly. So similarly, your composite decks also will be used only here. Railway stations, pedestrian bridges. Similarly, your composite deck is also the same way only. Bridges is a most important structure where your composite decks will be used. So now I'm going for the stud diameter. Stud is in small column. Okay, stud will be given only in the bridges and that is in small column that we will have. Okay, stud is in small column which will be very much used in the bridges. Okay, so you can go for the stud diameter of 1.5 inches, or it can be 3 by 4, or it can be 5 by 8. So what will be the stud length? You can give the stud length to be 1.5. Mostly that will be in small one only. So you can go for an stud length and which is all of 1.5. So hope you all have made a note. Hope you all have made a note.
ठीक है, दुगना बन गया। दुगना बनने के बाद में कॉपी वाला सीन है, सबसे पहले सेलेक्ट करना ध्यान रखना। ठीक है, सेलेक्ट करने के बाद में स्केल लिया मैंने, स्केल लेने के बाद में
Showed means it is all about the support. No, you have in support within beams. Like your start, it is all being supported with your beams. Any property, props. Normally we would be calling it as the prop. Showed something, it is all being anchored, or it is all about shoring. No, a small start, it will be connected to when top.
ठीक है, कर लोगे
It is all either
एक बार
it is all
दोबारा
connected to any other cross
ठीक है,
section, or
करके
it is
बताओ।
all being connected to the beams. That is all called as the
मान लो
showed.
गया है,
And the meaning of unshowed is that it is not being connected. Your
मैंने
start
सिलेक्ट
a
कर रखा
small
पूरा। ठीक
column,
है,
it is not
फॉर
connected to
एग्जाम्पल
any
कोई
of
दिक्कत
the
नहीं है,
other
इसको
structural
सेलेक्ट
element, and that is called as your
फर्स्ट पॉइंट दे दो,
unshowed.
इसको देता हूँ। ठीक है, या तो मैनुअली सिलेक्ट कर लो।
You understood, Mega? Showed. Showed is something, no, your start, you have your start, no, so your start, it is all being connected to an beam. That is
तो
all
ये कहाँ
called
और
as in
बताया
shoring.
रोटेट,
So
दुगना बन
unshoring
गया
is
और
something where,
मेन
no,
ऑब्जेक्ट
your beams will not be
दिखेगा। ठीक
connected to
है,
any of the elements,
इसके
any
बाद
of the
आपकी
other
बात में आती है
structural
चीज़
elements, it
रोटेट।
will not be connected.
रोटेट में क्या है, मैं मान लो एक लाइन बना देता हूँ। ठीक है, लाइन बना दिया।
I'll share you an image. Just give me a moment.
हाँ हो गया। अब ये जो भेजी हुई है, ये मेरे वापस फॉरवर्ड करनी है।
Mega, can you see my image? Guys, can you tell me that my image screen is visible? Thank you. So here you can able to see this is in strut or start, that will be in small column, and that will be connected to another beam. So that is all called as shoring. Shoring, no, your strut, whichever you say, and that will be connected. That is all being connected, or it is all being tied up with some other element, and that is all called as your strut. So that is all called as your strut. And this is your wall, and this is all called as your shoring. So strut diameter, you can able to provide it. Now you all understood. Is it all very clear of your composite decks? You have to create a small deck, and you have to choose your create direction, concrete thickness, your unit weight of concrete, your concrete grade, and the properties for your beam. And along, whenever you give the properties of the beam,
यहाँ पर
then you
दूंगा
can able
कितने
to
देने हैं
see
मुझे,
that the stud
डुप्लीकेट कितने
diameter
देने हैं
will be
मुझे। ठीक है, यहाँ
provided,
पे 8 देने हैं,
and stud length also
8
will
के
be
लिए मैंने
provided.
मुझे
Either it is
यहाँ
all
पर
being
एंगल सिलेक्ट
shored
करूँगा,
or
पहले
unshowed.
फर्स्ट पॉइंट दूंगा, पॉइंट देने के बाद में एंगल सिलेक्ट
Everyone in the
करूँगा।
meeting, is it all
यहाँ
very
से
clear?
15
Harshini is
डिग्री
clear.
पर 8 चाहिए।
Jupita
ठीक
is
है,
clear.
8 देने के बाद मैं इसे ओके करूँगा, तो मेरे हर 15 डिग्री पर मेरे पास 8 लाइनें आएंगी। कर लोगे, वापस करके बता दो। लाइन बना दी। ठीक है, रेक्टेंगल बनाओ, रेक्टेंगल बनाता हूँ। रेक्टेंगल बना लिया, मैं गया रोटेट पर, फर्स्ट पॉइंट
While
चूज
we
करा।
change
ठीक है,
the
फर्स्ट पॉइंट
direction,
चूज करने के बाद में उसमें मान
while
लो
we
कितना
change the
आप
direction,
वो देना चाहते हो, डुप्लीकेट कितने देना चाहते हो, और
while we
एंगल कितना
change
देना
the
चाहते हो हर एक के
direction,
पीछे।
the
तो मान लो मुझे
direction
यहाँ पर सिर्फ एक ही
along
डुप्लीकेट
which the
चाहिए।
provided
ठीक
is
है, या मुझे
changed,
4
no.
चाहिए, और चारों 90 डिग्री पर मुझे चाहिए। ठीक
Of
है, तो
course,
मैं क्या करता
yes.
हूँ, यहाँ पर दे देता हूँ 4। ठीक है,
If you're
और
providing,
इसका
see,
एंगल दे देता हूँ
if
सबको
you
90
go
डिग्री।
and provide, if I'm going and
4 90 डिग्री पर
selecting
बन
these two
गया
beams,
तैयार।
so this
समझ में आ
is
गया?
all about
कर लोगे?
these two beams I'm providing it. And whenever I go for
दूसरा
create
अपने पास आता है
direction, yes,
ट्रांसलेशन,
we are supposed to provide it.
ट्रांसलेट करना,
You
ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, कॉपी
selected
कॉपी
beams.
मानेंगे
Can
अपन
you
इसको,
see?
ठीक है?
So the
अपन मान
ribs
लो ये
whichever you do
सब
have, so it'll go for the create direction. Yes, I need to change
ठीक है,
everything. So it
सर्कल
will
है
be changed.
और इसको मुझे ट्रांसलेट कराता हूँ। अब ये मुझसे पूछेगा कि क्या देना है क्या नहीं देना। अभी जब तक ध्यान ध्यान रखना है, पर ओके का मोड है ना जो, वो डार्क तब तक नहीं होगा जब तक आप मेन चीज़ नहीं करोगे। जैसे मैं इसको सिलेक्ट करूँगा, सेलेक्ट करने के बाद मैं इसको पॉइंट दे दिया ना, अब वो डार्क पॉइंट देने के बाद में क्या करूँगा, कितने लेने हैं मेरे को, 8 लेने हैं। अब पॉइंट दे दिया मैंने उसको। अब पॉइंट देने के बाद में वो पूछने लगे कितने क्या है क्या नहीं है, ओके करने के लिए बोल दिया। जैसे मैं ओके करूँगा, मैं तो वहाँ हेड ऑफिस बात कर रहा हूँ, तेरा देने लग गया, ठीक है। अब मैं चाहूँ तो इनकी डिस्टेंस चेंज कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि सबकी डिस्टेंस मैं यहाँ से दे सकता हूँ, ठीक है। एंड मैं जितनी भी कॉपीज़ हैं वो यहाँ से एडिट कर सकता हूँ, कितनी चाहिए। अब मुझे मान लो 4 ही चाहिए, ठीक है। तभी जैसे मैं इसको ओके करूँगा तो 4 आ जाएगी, ठीक है। और लेंथ जैसे वो मैं कर देता हूँ 50, ठीक है, और ओके कर दूँगा। तो देखो 4 आ गए, ठीक है। 4 कॉपी आ गई है, 1 2 3 4 डुप्लीकेट जो मेन ऑब्जेक्ट है उसके अलावा। और उन दोनों के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है वो 50 आ गई है। 50 किस चीज़ की डिस्टेंस है, इस पॉइंट से लेकर इस पॉइंट तक की डिस्टेंस। समझ में आया, ठीक है। अब उसको जहाँ पर मुझे सेट करना है मैं वहाँ पर सेट करता हूँ। दोबारा बताऊँ?
Can you change the color? The direction between the selected beams are changed. Yes, of course.
पॉइंट बना लिया,
This direction, if I
ट्रांसलेट पर
select
गया,
these two,
ट्रांसलेट पर
okay,
जाके मैंने
and whenever I go for the
कितनी
direction,
कॉपी
and
लानी
that
है वो
will
ले
be
लिए,
changed.
5 इसके अलावा, ठीक है।
Suppose if you select these
इसके
two,
अलावा मैंने जाके
I'll go and
फर्स्ट
create a
पॉइंट दे
new
दिया।
deck.
फर्स्ट पॉइंट देने के
One,
बाद में यहाँ पर डिस्टेंस दे दी
two,
100।
three, four. Again
100
back to the
डिस्टेंस
first
किसके बीच में
option.
होगी, इस पॉइंट से लेकर
Can
और
you see?
नेक्स्ट वाले इस पॉइंट पे,
And
ठीक
now
है।
you can go and select
और
these
यहाँ
two
पर मैं
beams. Now
देता
I'm
हूँ,
selecting these two. Click on create direction.
ओके कर दूँगा। ये मेरे पास आ गई 100 से
Select your
डिस्टेंस
deck.
पर 5, ठीक है। और अब मैं इनको एक जगह पे
You can go for create a direction. That is all being
अब आता है
created.
मेरे पास में
Selecting
मिरर
these
एंड
two.
सिमेट्री।
And whenever you're going for create direction, you can see. Can you see the direction symbol? Can you see the direction symbol? That's it will get. So whichever direction you're getting, so you can able to see the entire direction. So these were all the 4 ribbed slabs you will have. So these were all the 4 ribbed slabs you will have. Now you select your slab. Can you see I'm selecting my beams? Use your selected beams and create a new deck. And create a new deck, and you can see that it will be created. Can you see? So this is one deck. Now you select these two beams and you go and create the direction. Can you see? Now it is all created. Or I'll do Control Z. I'll do Control Z.
ठीक है।
Oh,
अब क्या करूँगा, उसको सिमेट्री कराना है। सिमेट्री क्या होगा, सेम टू सेम चीज़ इधर की जगह उधर
selecting
पहुँच
these 4
जाएगी। और
beams
मिरर
now.
क्या होता है, इधर भी रह जाएगी और उधर भी पहुँच
Creating
जाएगी,
a
ठीक
deck.
है।
Give any
उसमें
name.
अपने उसमें क्या था, मिरर में
So now
वो
it is all
ऑप्शन
being
देता था कि
created,
कॉपी कराना
isn't
है या
it?
नहीं कराना। कॉपी
So
करते थे तो
now
छोटा
I'm
सा बन जाता था,
selecting
और कॉपी
these
ऑफ कर
two
देते थे तो फिर एक
directions.
तरफ होता था।
Click
लेकिन
on
इसमें
the
दोनों
create
अलग अलग
direction.
रहता
Now
था।
can you see?
उसमें
This is
कॉपी का
what you were
ऑप्शन
asking,
को मतलब
Mega. Am
कॉपी
I
का ऑप्शन को तो
correct?
मिरर दे
So
रखा है,
you
और
asked
जो
me a
जो
question.
विदाउट
The
कॉपी है
direction
उसमें
between the
सिमेट्री
beams
बताता
are
है, ठीक है।
changed, along which the rib
यहाँ वाले
provided
क्या करते
also
हैं,
will be
लाइन
changed.
लेते हैं,
Can't
लाइन
see how the
बनाएंगे,
direction is changed. Now, is it all very clear?
एक लाइन जिसको क्या कहेंगे कि
Again, if you
सिमेट्री लाइन
select
कहेंगे,
these two
उस
beams
सिमेट्री
and
लाइन को,
whenever you're clicking on create direction, again it will be changed. I hope this is
उस
your
सिमेट्री
doubt. Now
लाइन
you
को
all
अपन किस में
understood?
कन्वर्ट करते हैं।
Got it. Okay. And what is the next doubt? Changing the color. Even I want. Okay. Click click over here and change like which colors you wanted and click OK. Again it will be created. So update the deck property. Once all the beams, everything, it is all being changed. Now you select your beam and now I'm going for 0.15. Unit weight will be 20,000 and your concrete grade will be, oh sorry, unit weight will be 25 and using above the database it is all Verco N, stud diameter and stud meter it is all 1, stud length it is all 1 meters. Now is it all very clear of creating the composite decks?
ठीक है, लाइन 79 होगा। अब जब मैं मिरर ऑप्शन दूंगा ना तो ये लाइन काम में आएगी। सिमेट्री ऑप्शन देता हूँ सबसे पहले, ठीक है। सिमेट्री ऑप्शन में मैं सबसे पहले ऑब्जेक्ट को सिलेक्ट करूँगा और उसके बाद मैं सिर्फ इसे चूज़ करूँगा, ठीक है। दूसरा ऑप्शन क्या लूँगा मैं, अब लेता हूँ मिरर, ठीक है। मिरर के लिए या तो आप कंट्रोल दबा के पर्टिकुलर किसी भी लाइन को चूज़ कर सकते हो, ठीक है। जैसे मैंने इसको कर दिया गलती चूज़, तो ये यहाँ पर मिरर हो गया, ठीक है। कंट्रोल सेकंड दबाने पर मिरर ऑप्शन ले लो, मिरर ऑप्शन लेके मैं इसको चूज़ कर दूँ। चूज़ करने के बाद मैं इसको क्लिक करूँगा और ये सेलेक्ट कर दूँगा। समझ में आ गया?
इसमें भी सेव करने का तेरे को वही है सॉफ्टवेयर में,
इसके फॉर्मेट में सेव होगा, सेव के बाद बताएंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
But for this we need to create the column also, right? For the support, yes. But this is only the a deck slab. Okay, now we are closing this composite deck. Again the rest all the procedures it is all being the same. I'm just saving it. This is my structure and for this structure all these slabs and considering it as my composite deck slab. Okay, I'm considering this is my steel beams and my concrete slab I do have, and again I'm closing the deck slab layout. Again I'm coming back to the normal structure. Again the same procedure you have to give. No loading and analysis. I did not apply the loading. It is all only the creation of the composite decks, and that is why I am just creating only the creation of the composite deck.
जनरल सेटिंग हो गया, टाइम हिस्ट्री डेफिनेशन हो गया, विंड डेफिनेशन हो गया और रेफरेंस
You have to apply the loading and the regular structure however you do, and that has to be done. Is it all very clear on the composite deck layout? Do you all have any doubts? Do you all have any doubts on the composite deck layout?
और यहाँ पर जनरल में जाने के बाद
Yes, this is in structure. Okay, this is all being the structure.
30 मिनट्स क्या है पता है?
And considering this as the composite deck layout, you have to create the column and close your composite deck. Again go back to your property. Again give the concrete column, so everything will be applied.
काम कर रहे हो और आप गलती से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चली गई है तो बिजली चला गया, तो आपने जो भी बनाया है वो पूरा का पूरा डेटा उड़ जाएगा। तो उसके लिए आप 10 मिनट्स का ऑटोमेटिक बैकअप रखो। उससे क्या होगा, ऑटोमेटिक 10 मिनट के अंदर अंदर आपने जितनी भी चीज़ें बनाई है वो हर 10 मिनट के अंदर सेव होती है, ठीक है। गलती से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चली गई, आपका बिजली शट डाउन हो गया, आप बिजली खोलोगे वो चीज़ आपको, ठीक है। ऐसे करके ऑटोमेटिक होगा और यहाँ पर आपको 10 मिनट ही रखना है कम से कम।
Do you all have any doubts? Do you all have any doubts or is it clear till now?
ठीक है, डिस्प्ले पर आ जाओ।
Is there only creation of the composite deck? Exactly. There is only the creation of the composite deck is there. So loading and analysis. Yes, you have to provide the loading and analysis for the entire structure. But as in the syllabus of Staad Pro Proficient, there is only creation of the composite deck is there, and that is why I have just created the composite deck. Okay.
ठीक है, तो ऐसा है कि जितने आपको ऑप्शन शेड है उसमें आप शेड लो।
It is only creation of the composite deck. Okay, and only the composite deck creation we have done. and the regular loading property supports the same way that we have to do it. Okay, so Shilpa, Sandip, Jafita, Megha, Harshini is clear. Aishwarya, Chaudhary, Subendra, do you all have any doubts?
ठीक है, यही था ना। अब ये देखना, ये मैंने बैकग्राउंड ये वाला सेट कर दिया ना, पीछे का बैकग्राउंड दिख रहा है ना, और बैकग्राउंड के अंदर जैसे इसमें सर्कल बाउंड्री
Next, it is all slab or wall connection.
स्लैब एंड वॉल कनेक्शन।
Slab or wall connection. Next topic that we are going to learn,
ये चाहिए
it
मेरे
is
को,
all about your slab
अपन इसमें कर देते हैं, ये ठीक है। और इसके अलावा
or wall connection. Please make a note. The next connection I'm going to teach, no, it is all your slab or wall connection.
ठीक है, वापस ऑप्शन में जाके और विजुअलाइजेशन में जाके चेंज करते हैं, ठीक है। ये वाला कर देते हैं। यहाँ पर जाके क्लिक करोगे तो देखा ऊपर का जगह डाल के नीचे का लाइट तो बना, ठीक है। ग्रेजुएट कलर बैकग्राउंड पर जाके क्लिक करोगे तो नीचे का भी सेम ही हो जाएगा और ऊपर का भी सेम ही हो जाएगा। ओके कर दिए, तो पता नहीं दिख रहा है। अब दोनों जगह कलर सेम ही आएगा, ठीक है। पर फोक वाला फील नहीं आता है, इसलिए अपन वही करेंगे, ऑप्शन में जाके कलर कौन सा देना चाहोगे तो ले लेते हैं, ठीक है। ठीक है सर, ये हो गया है अपना काम। अब अपन कुछ बना लेते हैं और पॉकेट और पैड बताता हूँ क्या होता है। सर्किल बनाया मैंने, ठीक है। सर्किल बना के उसको मैंने रख दिया, एलसीडी स्क्रीन पर गया मैं, ठीक है। क्या हो गया, डेम लोड, लाइव लोड, विंड लोड।
I'm sharing you the screen again. It got closed. Sani, hope now all the issues are being clear now.
पॉकेट मतलब किसी भी चीज़ को खोखला है, ठीक है। पैड दूंगा, पैड में पैड है, प्रॉफिट फिलेटेड पैड है और मल्टी पैड है। आगे पैड पड़ते हैं और पॉकेट पड़ते हैं, ठीक है। यहाँ पर लिया, यहाँ पर आ गई आपके पास में डायमेंशन जितनी भी आपको इसकी मोटाई देनी है, ठीक है। जो भी आप देना चाहते हो, मैंने मान लो 20 दे दी। 20 के बाद में यहाँ पर आपने कर रखा है अप टू नेक्स्ट, अप टू लास्ट और अप टू प्लेन। ये सभी बताऊँगा अभी ये क्या चीज़ होती है, ठीक है। और अब हम करते हैं अभी ये डायमेंशन पे और उसके बाद में यहाँ पर देखते हैं, यहाँ पर थिकनेस, थिकनेस पर जाओगे, सेकंड लिमिट और फर्स्ट लिमिट आ जाएगी। ये विड्थ के लिए और ये अपने सिंपल एक मोटाई के लिए, ठीक है। यहाँ पर लेस कर देंगे, मतलब
Can you all see my screen now?
मिरर एक्सटेंड क्या होता है? मिरर एक्सटेंड है,
Can
मिरर
you all
एक्सटेंड पे
see my
क्लिक करते
screen
ही
now?
इस लाइन के अपोजिट भी 20 mm बन जाएगी और इस लाइन के इधर भी 20 mm बन जाएगी। इस पर क्लिक करते ही, ठीक है। 20 mm उधर और 20 mm इधर, मुझे नहीं चाहिए। अच्छा, रिवर्स डायरेक्शन पे क्लिक करूँगा तो ये इस लाइन की इधर की तरफ बन रही है, रिवर्स डायरेक्शन पे क्लिक करते ही नीचे की तरफ बनना चालू है, ठीक है। समझ में आ गया? भाई मैं रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में वापस क्लिक कर देता हूँ और यहाँ पर जाके मैं 20 mm और ओके कर देता हूँ। ये मेरा
Thank you. So I hope everyone can able to see my screen, and it is all your slab and wall. So in general structure, I'm going for the structure wizard and I'm going for the frame models and double clicking. So it is all about two. So everything I'm going only for two base, which is all only about two divisions I do have. So it is all about 8, length will be 7 and width will be 8. So can you see only two number of base I do have. So paste it on the Staad Pro so you can able to see. So now
पुली बना दो। तुम पुली में इसको रोटेट करोगे ना तो दूसरा सर्कल साथ में, अगर तुमने पुली बांध दी और पुली इसको बता दिया तो पुली रोटेट होगी पूरा का
first
पूरा
you can
रोटेट
go for the generate mesh. So can you go for the generate mesh? Can you see? It is all about the generate mesh that we will have. So it is all about the create mesh. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again back to the first one. So I'm going for the quadrilateral meshing and you can click apply and it will be meshed. It is all about the slab as well as the wall connection that we will have. So you can able to see that it will get meshed. This is all about the slab and that slab should be meshed. Okay, no, my screen is not gets freezed. It is not getting freezed. Guys, is my screen got freezed? I have connected from the. Oh, it is working only.
अगर इधर आ गया ना तो मुझे उधर करना है, तब मैं क्या करूँगा, रिवर्स डायरेक्शन, ठीक है। उधर चला गया ना
So now you can see, no, see, it is all about the slab and then the wall connection. So it is all about the 1, 2, 3. Again back to the fourth point. Again back to the first point. It is all your quadrilateral meshing and you're applying the divisions. Okay. So now your slab and wall connection. I repeat, the slab and wall connection will be generated from the geometry, and on the structure panel you will have your slab or wall connection. So I'm going for the slab or wall connection. No, so this is all the first point.
मैं अगर इसको जैसे अप टू नेक्स्ट कर देता हूँ तो ये यहाँ तक आ जाएगा। अप टू लास्ट कर देता हूँ अगर मैं इसको तो ये यहाँ तक बन जाएगा। अप टू लास्ट
First
कर दिया,
point, and
लास्ट
this is
करते
all
इसको ओके
about
कर
my
दिया,
second point.
ठीक है। ये होता है अप टू लास्ट और अप टू नेक्स्ट। यहाँ पर आ गया, अब इससे इसको करवाता हूँ, अब करते हैं अप टू नेक्स्ट, यहाँ तक बन जाएगा, ठीक है। अप टू लास्ट करा था, अप टू लास्ट करूँगा तो यहाँ तक बन जाएगी, ठीक है। आपको प्लेन करता हूँ,
Node cursor.
सरफेस भी
Go
यही
to
है,
the slab.
ठीक है।
slab or wall connection I have given, no. So 1, 2, 3, again go to the fourth one, again back to the first, and it will ask you how many divisions you need along the wall. Can you see how many divisions you're supposed to create it? Okay, now only now I'm teaching it. So it is all I have just created in structure wizard. Oh, I did not share you the full screen. Okay, so how did I get this particular model? No, I was getting it from the structure wizard, and that is why I hope you were saying that it is all being freezed. And I went for the framed models, and it is all about my bay frame. And the length I have given it to be a 7, and the height to be 6,
अब तो लास्ट कराया तो क्या हुआ
6,
दोनों को
and
देना पड़ता है यहाँ
width
पर
it is
फाइनेंस
all
को
about
फिर
8, and the
चलो
number of divisions to be 2, 2, 2.
ठीक है सर
It is all about
आगे
2
सर
number of divisions I
ऐसे तो नहीं
wanted, and
सकते
I'll click apply. Can you see the structure? It is all created, and I was bringing this
What
structure
is
to my Staad Pro. So I have brought it to my Staad Pro,
ये
and now I'm going for my
मल्टीप्लाई से पढ़ के और
generating my plate
डिजाइन
mesh.
बना के
Can you
पेस्ट
see?
करेंगे बस
Your mesh can be
मंथली
created.
बैठ
You
के
can see that your mesh, so your
डिजाइन
mesh can
बनाना
be
है
created from
हाँ
your
जैसे कि
geometry, and also the geometry menu, and from the
डिजाइन
plate
करके
panel
डिजाइन
you can able to see that your mesh will be created.
शायद इसी
So it is all about creating the mesh, and you can able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, again back to the first one. It will ask you either you need the quadrilateral or maybe the polygonal. So it is all about my quadrilateral meshing. So it is all about my quadrilateral meshing. So I'll go for my quadrilateral meshing, and I'll click OK. So we can see that the meshing has been created. Okay, this is its slab. Why do we go and mesh? Considering this top surface as the slab, and I have meshed it, and it should be must. It is must. If you have a doubt, either we have to do all the meshing every time that we go, of course is we have to do the meshing. So now we will go for the slab or wall connection. From the geometry menu, from the structure panel, we will go for the slab or wall connection. Just click on the tool, and first, second, third node, and it is all about the fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, again back to the first one. So it will ask you number of divisions in the extrusion. Yes, I need 10. So number of divisions, it is all about 10. So you can able to see that the nodes also will be created, and the meshing also will be created. But this is in surface mesh. Okay, this is in surface mesh. This is all your wall. No, considering this as the wall, and this is all being meshed, and it has in connectivity. Can you see? If you give 10, 10, exactly the same node, it is all being created. Here also the same way. Suppose if sorry, on the geometry, if I'm going for the slab, so 1, 2, 3, 4, again back to first one. So if it is all 15, suppose what happens if you give 15, and automatically you can see 15 meshes will be created. But that 15 meshes also, no, it is all along the opposite direction. But along the slab direction, if you merge it only 10, no, so exact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So along your slab, along the direction of the slab, it is only 10. But along the height, it will be your 15, and that is what your slab or wall connection will tell you. Along the wall, how many number of divisions we need, so it is all about your 10. Now you all understood the concept of the slab and then the wall connection. Considering your Staad Pro will consider the topmost surface as the slab, and then the side surface as the wall. from 11 o'clock to 12:12. Priyanka, from 11:05 to 12:12. Sorry, my screen was not at all freezed. Please check your internet connection. Meshing can be done for all types of structures. Yes, the create meshing can be done for all the other types of the structures. This meshing, see, this generate mesh and this create meshing can be done for your plates. Considering your slab as your plate, and you can able to see, no, all your slabs will be created as your plates only. Guys, is my screen was freezed for past 1 hour? Is my screen was freezed for past 1 hour? Okay. And for that few minutes and seconds also I have repeated the entire concept again. Even the composite deck as well as the slab or wall connection, I have shared you my entire screen again. Yes, that was also explained. So Priyanka, please check your internet connection for past 1 hour. Priyanka, please do check your internet connections. Yes, can meshing can be done for all types of structures? Yes, meshing can be done for the plates only. Meshing will be done only for the plate, because only in the plate you can able to see the meshing. No, plates will be done. In your Staad Pro Connect edition, we don't have the surface. In Staad Pro Connect edition, we don't have the surface.
हेलो जी सर तो एलजीएस में करवा लूँ
मुझे एक चीज़ बताओ,
एलजीएस में
तुम्हें जो ऐड में ना ये मेरे को बनाना है मुझे, तो मुझे एक चीज़ बताओ, ये जो लगे हुए हैं इसमें, इसको ऐरे करके
एलजीएस में 2-10 बना दो दस में ये 25 आपको दे दिए थे
तो ये हो नहीं रहा मेरे से। 5 में तो भी होगा, 5 में तो ये पूरा, पर वो ये ऐसे जा रहा है, कुछ तो पता नहीं। तो देखो
So do you all have any doubts on the slab or connection? Do you all have any doubts on slab or wall connection?
slab and wall connection.
Megha, which type of structures you're asking, Megha? The normal framed structures which we created. The normal framed structures you're asking for that? It can be created, Mega. Yeah, you can do it. For the general framed structures, yes, you can able to create it. It can be done. So Sani has no doubts. Sandeep. Yes, yes. Post it, Harshini. Yeah, post it in the chat box. No, you told me that you'll be sending it later, no? I'll check on the same. Yes, how about others? Do you all have any doubts? How about others? Do you all have any doubts? Okay, there is one error. What error is that? One error, zero warning, zero notes. Error, cannot open the file EQ data. Okay. Share me your time history. What version you're using it, Harshini? What version of StatPro do you use? StatPro VA time. Okay, I'll don't have the StatPro. 1 second, wait. Harshini, I'll share you my entire screen. So please do check. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Yes, for others, Harshini, please hold on. Let me give the assignment for the other participants and then we'll work. Okay. Yes, for all the other participants, I'm giving you 30 minutes of the time. Okay. I'm giving you 30 minutes time to do your rectangular water tank and then your circular water tank and then your composite deck layout. So your fourth assignment will be your rectangular water tank. Your fourth assignment will be rectangular water tank and then circular. Your sixth one will be your composite deck layout. Composite deck layout. So again 3 assignments I have given it to you. You can take 30 minutes of the time which I have given. So create, whichever assignment you're completing it, send one by one. So as I've told you earlier, you should send your file in this format only. Your name underscore, your center code underscore, and your assignment name. If it is all your rectangular water tank, and you should go for the rectangular water tank. So this is how you have to go. Yes, only the composite deck layout. Only the composite deck layout. Only the layout I need. Only the layout I need. Yes, Mega, only the deck layout. Only the deck layout that we need. I have posted it on the chat box. I have posted all the three assignments on the chat box. One, that is all your rectangular water tank. Your fifth, no, the next assignment will be your circular water tank. And the last assignment will be your composite deck layout. There are three assignments requesting all participants to please look into your chat. Look at your chat box. Please look at your chat box. I have posted all the three assignments and I'm giving you 30 minutes of time to do it. Harshini, I have given a small link, no? Check either you can able to please check in the same link. You should go to your C program local disk C and Staad Pro VATI Staad example India is there, no? So please do check, no? So please do check. Okay. Check either you have your EQ data. Then Mega, yes, of course you have to do your deck layout, composite deck layout. You have to do. Is everyone clear with the assignments? Is everyone clear with your assignment? Is everyone clear with your all the three assignments? Everyone in the meeting? Aishwarya, please do check either you have EQ data in that link. Is all the other participants, please do your assignments and submit as soon as possible to the same mail ID. I'll be in online.
चिल्लाती क्यों रहती है?
मैम पकड़ना
No, give there in capital letters. .txt. It is there, no. It is available. It is available, no. So it copy the data and your file format. It is all in .txt. Subhendra, it is not in video link. That is in file for the time history analysis. She has a doubt and I'm clearing her doubt. Exactly correct. TXT should be in small. TXT should be in small letters. EQ data should be in caps and TXT should be in the small letters. File format. Sani, Sandip, Shilpa, Jafita, Subhendra, Chaudhary, Aishwarya, Priyanka. Do you all very much clear with your assignments? I need the assignment by 1 p.m.
अरे बच्चे की जान ले ले असाइनमेंट
Aishwarya is clear.